We're going to learn how to draw a line in AutoCAD without dimension in mind. Let's assume we want to draw a straight line to represent this wall. The first step is to pick a line command. The second step is to click the starting point. The third step is to ensure that the AutoCAD line is straight by pressing F8 on the keyboard or by clicking the auto. Next, once the line is straight, you click the final endpoint for the wall. The aim of this is to help you understand how to draw a straight line in AutoCAD. The first step is to load the AutoCAD software. To remove the grid lines on the environment, at the taskbar, click on Display Drawing Grid. Click on it to turn it off. Alternatively, you can use F7 to turn off and on the grid lines. Now I will leave it turned off. To represent the wall with a line, step 1, click on the line tool. Click and release your hand or your finger from the mouse button. Next, click the starting point of the wall. Click and release your hand or your finger from the mouse button. Don't drag. If you shake the mouse, you discover that this cannot give us a straight line, but we need a straight wall. Next, press F8 on the keyboard or at the taskbar, click on Auto Mode. Now that we are sure that we have a straight line, next, I will click the end point for the wall. Let me assume that this is the end point. Click. Now we have clicked the end point for the wall. Next, press Escape on the keyboard or you press Enter or you press the space bar. We have used this line to represent this wall without dimension in mind. We're going to learn how to draw a line with dimension in mind. Let's represent the length of this car, which is 4,930 millimeters. The step is I will click the line command. Next, I will pick the starting point. Next, I will ensure that the line is straight, not like this. It must be a straight line. Next, I will type the dimension, which is 4930, which is in millimeters. I will press Enter. This is the end point for the 4,930 millimeter line. I will press Enter again to terminate it. You see, here I know the dimension for this line. However, for this, I don't know the dimension. I just drew the first line without dimension in mind. However, for the second line, I drew this with a specific dimension in mind. Now that you have learned how to use a line in AutoCAD with dimension in mind and without dimension in mind, now get on your computer to practice how to use a line in AutoCAD. And remember, this is applicable to all AutoCAD versions.